Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back from the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing the Sudden Death Global Tournament again, using this new Mortar deck. So, as you guys can see, it's actually #1 in the world by quite a lot. Samuel Basoto has quite a big lead over Anaban, using this Mortar deck, and Mortar has not been good in the meta for quite a long time, but this variant is so strong with the Elite Barbarians. You have 3 win conditions in the deck. You have the Mortar, you have the Miner, and then you of course have the Elite Barbarians, which often can make it to the tower when your opponent's low on Elixir, or even when they're not, just because they're so broken and they're easily able to break through your opponent's defense in lots of situations. So you also have the Fireball in the log, which you can get a lot of chip damage to. 2 really good spells in the meta. And then Musketeer is your only air counter really, but you don't really need others because you have the Mortar, which you can use obviously to pull balloons towards the middle. You have the Fireball as well, and insane pressure with the ebarbs. So before the first game, if you guys want to support me, use my credit code BOSS. Any Supercell game helps support me, the channel, and I really do appreciate all you guys using my code. Means a lot. So I was planning to do a ladder video, but I decided instead to do the global tournament because I think Sudden Death, it's just overall, I don't know, like we don't get this game mode very often. I think it's like pretty fun. Also, you can get more games in, and I think in my opinion, like I don't know how you guys feel about this, I think double elixir and triple elixir are the most skillful elixirs anyway. Like I think single elixir there isn't as much going on, so you can actually learn more about the deck in double and triple elixir, because honestly in my opinion what defines the better player is double and triple elixir often in regular games. Like single elixir, there's often like not much that goes on, and then you can see like in double and triple elixir you often see like comebacks happen and stuff like that. So with that being said, that's why I kind of decided to just play the Sudden Death Global Tournament with it. Also, a lot of you guys enjoyed my last video anyway, getting to 20 wins, or 15 or 16 I mean in it. But anyway, let's focus here. So it looks like this guy's using the Bowler and the Goblin Cage, which are two, well, the Bowler anyway, pretty good answer to the Mortar, but of course, we can still get it to the tower by outcycling him. He also takes a lot of damage from the ebarbs there. We can go for a Fireball on the Mother Witch. And so far, this game's looking very good. I mean, we have a very fast cycle compared to him. We can always use our Fireball on like his flying machines, his zappy, stuff like that. I'm going to try to avoid spending a Fireball here because the flying machine already got so much value, and I knew that Musketeer was going to tank for it. So he actually played a Bowler in the back, which means he's forced to go for a Goblin Cage as a distraction for that Mortar. But yeah, things are looking really good here. Honestly, as long as we don't get like too crazy and over aggressive, should be a pretty easy win here for us at this point. So we can actually go for an Ice Golem to distract, and then I think we just go for ebarbs on defense here. Look at the ebarbs on his tower. I'm pretty sure that's going to maybe take his tower if he doesn't do anything, so he's got to watch out there for that. So yeah, we do manage to defend, but we did take a lot of damage though. He doesn't end up catching the Miner. I think I'm just going to Fireball because all we'll have to do is cycle back to one more. And then yeah, should be a good game. So pretty nice win here. I don't know like if this is too bad of a matchup. It's kind of weird that he had the Bowler. I think that got him a lot of value. Like usually this Royal Hog deck doesn't have the Bowler, but he ended up having that. So that made things probably a little harder than it had to be, but we still ended up winning, which is going to put us at 17-2 in this global tournament, which is a great start. And I actually didn't start it on my main account yet. I'm going to have to grind that really hard as soon as I'm done with this, because there's only like 4 hours left. I actually haven't been playing a ton the last couple days because I'm getting a new car soon, like my first car actually. So I was looking at cars a lot. Oh my gosh, are we versus the exact same deck? Maybe this deck is actually pretty good in this global tournament. I might have not been like aware of that. But anyway, let's see here. So we were able to win it last time. We can just go for skeletons like that to distract. We'll go for a Miner. We don't really need to play it in the safe spot because I don't think he's got the Tornado. So it's looking like it's going to be the exact same deck. So we beat it before, we surely can beat it again. What I'm hoping we play against is a Electro Giant deck, because Electro Giant's really solid in the meta, and this deck hard counters it, so it would be good if I show you guys kind of like exactly what you want to do in that matchup. And he might go for a Bowler here, at least that's what I would do if I were him. Yeah, he's going to go for a Bowler, so let's just go for a Miner. Might actually, no, it's not going to activate the King Tower. I was a little worried that it would, but it didn't, so we're fine here. And is he going to go for a Flying Machine soon? That's the question. So we'll go for a Fireball on top of the Mother Witch. I guess we can just go for a Musketeer. And also, don't be, like, ever afraid to use defensive mortars. I feel like a lot of people who play Mortar often don't go in for defensive mortars enough, which I think is like a mistake, because it's a play you should be doing quite often because it just gets you some really good value in lots of matchups. So we might be able to get a mortar lock here, or at least force quite a lot of elixir out of him. We can go for an ice golem to protect this musketeer, and just go for skeletons here on the sappy, and yeah, things are looking really good. We can go for a defensive mortar, and if that flying machine dies, that would be perfect. Yes, it does, so we can go for a log. Let's see, we can go for a musketeer. And I don't think he's going to get much damage. He's going to commit a fireball, which is spending quite a lot of elixir, so I don't know if that was worth it for him. We are going to take this fireball value. I think it's not too aggressive because we still have our defensive mortar. And, ooh, one ebarb does make it to the tower. It actually gets a couple hits. If that got a third hit, it probably would have been a good game right there, but he managed to stop it just in time. So interesting split that he just did on his end. He ends up playing most of them in the right lane. And just extremely easy defense with the ebarbs. We can go for a fireball like this. On only hitting one of the zappies, but I guess it's fine. Because all we need to do is just cycle to another fireball log, and that's good game. And because we are in double elixir, really easy to do. So really nice win there. Gonna put us at, what are we at? I think 18-2. So not bad. Definitely a chance of making a comeback, even though we already have 2 losses. Yeah, 18-2. So we'll see how far I can get on this account, and then also my main account. Guess we'll just cycle musketeer in the back. This guy's gonna go for a mother witch, or a night witch. Excuse me. He's gonna have a wizard too. Well. Interesting. Oh, and he goes for, why did he scar me? Let's actually ice golem. Whoa. Don't know what this guy's deck is. He's using something pretty weird here. So we can actually miner in the back because he just used a tornado. Fireball this, so he's just got a really strange deck overall. He has wizard, he has rage, or lumberjack, I mean not rage. Giant skeleton too, even though it got nerfed. So very, very interesting deck thus far. We can actually log here. I'm gonna miner, get him to think I'm playing it on the wizard. So then that way he kind of like wastes a scar me, I guess. Yeah, we can go miner. So far so good. We have mortar and cycle, like if he ends up going for a balloon, which he probably is gonna do. Yeah, so we're just gonna go for a mortar like this. We can play it pretty low. It has a pretty wow, that's actually very unlucky. The bats ended up pushing the balloon. Wow. You guys saw the balloon was actually gonna go for the mortar, and the night witch bats pushed it out of the way. Wow. Well, I guess I should have played the mortar a little higher, but that was honestly a little unlucky. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like I wasn't even considering the possibility of that happening. That was very lucky for him that happened. I don't even think he knew that was gonna happen. I think he just got lucky there. But you know, that's sometimes what happens. You know, sometimes, you know, your opponent gets lucky or something unfortunate happens. Like, you could argue I should have predicted that, because, you know, with how much I play the game, I should be aware of that interaction happening. But, you know, I don't know, man. That was very weird. Very, very weird. I've never had that happen to me before. I've had people bypass off of, like, minions and stuff like that, but I've never had someone get, like, Night Witch bats that spawn out of the Night Witch that end up pushing a balloon, you know, to bypass a building. That's just never happened. So, yeah, we really got just unlucky there overall, I would say. But, you know, it's alright. We can still, you know, we still have, well, only 3 losses, so even if we lose one more, we're still in, but that's definitely very, very unfortunate, to say the least. So we got the lead right now. We don't have a lot of graveyard answers, so we honestly need to be pretty cautious. I'm going to go ahead and mortar. I really wanted to wait till that Ice Wizard crossed over before I played it. That's why I was waiting a little bit. He's probably going to activate the King Tower here. No, he's actually going to decide to play an Ice Wizard. I don't know how I feel about that. I think he should have just gone for the King activation in that situation. Guess we're just going to Fireball this Ice Wizard here. We're getting really close to just being able to hopefully Spell Cycle him out. I think this time we'll play it in the safe spot. Good Fireball value. Good log, and good defense as well. So we just need to get, if we can get 1 or 2 minor hits, we should be able to, yeah, he doesn't catch it. That's going to be a good game. Pretty close game overall. Like, it can be hard to defend the graveyards, but we're able to overwhelm him very well, like with the mortars and also the ebarbs. So yeah, nice win. Again, just so annoying that we have 3 losses already. But again, it's mini account, so I don't care too much. Still got my main account, 0 wins, 0 losses, so that makes me feel better at least. We can actually mortar first play. He's gonna go for Skeleton Dragon, so it could be Lava Hound. Ooh, no, Mega Knight. Okay, so minor. And then we'll also play ebarbs. We're gonna go for a Fireball like this to push the balloon back as much as possible. I'm not really concerned about hitting 1 Skeleton Dragon, because that's not really too much value that I'm worried about giving up. Like, I don't really mind. So we have a chance to redeem ourselves after losing to that first balloon deck, which is good. So he's actually gonna go for a P.E.K.K.A. So he has P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight. Interesting. Luckily that lightning did not hit the Musketeer. If that did, that would have been a problem. I'm going to Fireball this. I'm not really worried about the other one. I'm mostly worried about getting the tower damage. He's going to go for a Mega Knight. So this time he's got nothing to bypass the mortar, thank goodness, because we got really screwed over that game where the Night Witch Bats literally just pushed the balloon out of the way. That was ridiculous. But so far, so good this game. Just go for skeletons. And then this Ice Golem should pop, kill the Ewiz. He's actually going to go ahead and Lightning. I don't really want to play ebarbs on this P.E.K.K.A. I'd rather save Elixir, because he would just Mega Knight the ebarbs if I played those. So knowing that his Lightning's out of cycle, we can obviously use our Musketeer here and get some good value out of it. What's very interesting is that he, for whatever reason, keeps splitting his Skeleton Dragons. So here we go, he's building a massive push, I guess. We gotta be careful about leaking Elixir. So really nice Fireball value. This has been a very interesting game so far, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, so he's gonna go for a balloon. I guess we're gonna go for a mortar. It looks like he's getting impatient, like just going for a really aggressive push all of a sudden. Mortar does end up getting a lock on the tower as well. I think we can Fireball here. We don't really need to worry about the balloon, because that's almost dead. We can just go for Ice Golem, ebarbs. He is gonna go for a Lightning, so we're both getting really aggressive here, because we know one of us is going to lose our tower soon. I'm going to go for Prediction Fireball on his Ewiz. Nice, we end up getting it. That was pretty obvious he was going to play it, so nothing too special, but just taking advantage of, yeah, like knowing his cycle, like knowing the situation. And all we need to do is get 1 minor hit and we win the game, or a mortar shot here. Yeah, mortar ends up getting on the tower, so we do end up redeeming ourselves, beating balloon, considering we got so unlucky that loss to it. Like, honestly, that loss was, I would say, not like undeserved, but unlucky for sure. So I'm glad we were able to beat that balloon deck there. Kind of redeem ourselves a little bit. But anyway, here we go. So another game. Let's go mortar first play. He's going to go for a Barbarian. I'm going to go Skellies. So he's going to go for the Cannon Cart. I'm not going to, you know, worry about defending that mortar anymore. I feel like it would be a little bit of an overcommitment. We are going to go in here again, because he doesn't have that Cannon Cart in cycle yet. But he is back to Ooh, he's got Mother Witch. So what's good is we got Fireball for that. You like those skeleton placement I did? That made the mortar not hit the bandit anymore. I don't know if that got us a hit or not, but that's something you can do when you're using Expo or Mortar. You can play, whenever a card's distracting it, you play it like over there and it like pulls it out of range, which is a pretty cool interaction. So let's see, this shouldn't be that bad of a matchup for us because our defense is so strong. We can add defensive mortar here. You can't hit both the musketeer and the mortar, so we're definitely getting some good value out of this here, our defense. We think Gengo musketeer outside of the fireball range, like he can't hit everything, so he has to make a choice, right? Like he has to fireball the mortar or he has to fireball the musketeer, and one or the other is going to get a lot of value for him. So good bar barrel there on his end. He's going to be able to take that out. Let's get a good log off here though, killing that E-Wiz, and we got ourselves a very close game at the moment. He's been very, I guess you could say, like, hesitant to play that Mother Witch because he knows we're just gonna fireball it. But because he's not playing it, I'm gonna be fireballing some of his other cards because we need to be getting tower damage one way or another. Alright, so we currently got the lead. Honestly, most of our damage is from spells for both of us, but I have that minor, which is why I think this is a pretty good matchup for me, because I pretty much can get a little bit of chip damage most times I play my minor, because unless he catches it like every time, it's usually a couple hits at least. So not a great E-Wiz in my opinion. It ends up just falling to the ebarbs right away. We do got to watch out here though. He's getting very aggressive. Hopefully this cannon cart isn't too much trouble for us to deal with. Yeah, we're good. We still got the lead. Definitely a pretty close game though. I'm gonna fireball this Mother Witch. It's annoying. This might actually get the ebarbs on top of the tower. One of them gets in. Nice. So let's see. We need to go definitely defense here. Gotta try to play it really well because ooh, really nice log. We end up clipping that heal spirit. That's very helpful. So can actually go ebarbs again. We don't hit the cannon cart with the fireball, but the main target was the Mother Witch, so I'm cool with that. Ooh, this is not gonna lie, a pretty intense game. I guess we're gonna defensive mortar actually. I just feel like it's a pretty good time because he's spamming us, and this is gonna provide us some pretty good value on defense, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to this is I'm pretty sure we can just, yeah, I was gonna say just spell him out, because even if we didn't take it there, we would have been able to cycle back to another set of spells, like another fireball, because he went in the opposite lane where we had more health, so I would have been able to take a little bit of damage even if I wasn't able to fireball right away. So I definitely made the right decision there. So I guess we'll play one or two more games. Yeah, and see how it goes. I mean, we're doing all right, 21-3. We'll try to, yeah, not drop another game so we can at least, you know, only be at 3 losses. So we're going to go skeletons here. He's going to go for, ooh, looks like, did I already play this guy? Because it looks like this might be the same graveyard deck I was playing against. Yeah, so we're going to go aggressive here. He might go for the king activation here. Oh, dear. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm already calling. Oh, yep. Well, there you go. We're playing one more because that went by so quick. Wow. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and play one more. But, hey, I mean, that's sudden death for you, right? Like, games go by pretty quickly like that sometimes. All right, here we go. So, this will be our last game for sure, even if it ends in, like, you know, 10 seconds. So, here we go. Ice Wizard Bowler, graveyard, or So let's see here. Try to get a good log off here. This guy literally went Graveyard Freeze first play of the game. Hopefully we can, you know, punish him for that, because that is not a very good way to start the game, if I do say so myself. So we're going to get a good fireball off here and take our deserved win, because he went Graveyard Freeze first play of the game, which is an awful play, and you're going to lose because of that. So he's mad, but yeah, good way to end the video. Got a bunch of games in. That's why I think Sudden Death is pretty fun. Like, I think it's good to make content on. I'm probably going to stream the Sudden Death Global Tournament on my main account later, shortly after I upload this video. It's actually late for me. It's like 11, but the Sudden Death Tournament ends at like, you know, 4. So staying up for that, probably, you know, to play, not all the way, maybe until I lose out of it at the very least. But you know, I don't have school tomorrow. It's asynchronous. Like, I have work assigned, but I don't have like actual classes I attend. That's how Mondays work in this year, because it's been a different year for, you know, a lot of people going to school. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Oh, also, like Electro Giant, I didn't play against it. I think it's, you know, very good in the meta, very easy to win against Electro Giant. Like, this deck hard counters it, which is another reason why it's so good in the meta. All you have to do is go for defensive mortars, and play it in the middle and space out your musketeers so they can't lightning both, and they literally can't do anything. You also got the ebarbs. You should be able to beat Electro Giant, like, I'd say 80% of the time with this deck if you're playing it well enough. So that's something else, yeah, to consider. Like, if you don't like playing against Electro Giant, you're looking for a deck that does good against it, highly recommend it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.